Most players know Bunker 11 exists. Very few actually open it. And the reason isn't because it's difficult, it's because most guides leave out the details that actually matter. Things like how the Russian number system works, which phones you actually need, and how the gas circle can ruin an entire run before you even start. So in this guide I'm going to show you the complete Bunker 11 process from start to finish, and yes, the specialist reward is still there. Before you do anything, check two things. First, check the gas circle. If Bunker 11 is likely to end up deep inside the gas before you finish the challenge, you may not have enough time to complete it. There's nothing worse than spending several minutes doing the phone sequence only to realize the bunker is no longer accessible. Second, find a helicopter. Technically, you can complete Bunker 11 using vehicles or even on foot, but if you want the highest chance of success, a helicopter is by far the best option. The phone sequence can send you all over Verdansk, and the time you save flying between locations can be the difference between opening the bunker and running out of time. So your first step should always be to land near a helicopter. One of the biggest misconceptions about Bunker 11 is that it isn't active every match. That's not true. Bunker 11 is active every single game. What changes each match is the phone sequence. Your first objective is finding an activation phone that is ringing. And this is where many players get confused. Not every phone will ring. In fact, most won't. So if you walk up to a phone and nothing happens, don't panic. That's completely normal. You're looking for the activation phone that is active in that specific match. Once you find a ringing phone and interact with it, you'll hear a message in Russian. This is the most important step in the entire challenge. The message contains 3 numbers. Those numbers are spoken in Russian and also appear in text. The numbers can vary from match to match and can be any combination between 0 and 10. Luckily, you don't need to learn Russian. I've included a translation chart on the screen that converts the Russian numbers into standard numbers instantly. You might want to screenshot this. Pay close attention here. These 3 numbers determine exactly which phones you need to visit next. Okay, so the message gives us 9, 6 and 5. That means our next objective is phone number 9. After that, phone number 6. And finally, phone number 5. The order matters. You can't skip ahead. You can't do them randomly. The sequence must be completed exactly as the game gives it to you. This is why the translation chart is so important. Once you identify the numbers, open the map overlay. Every phone location is marked on the map. Now all we are doing is following the sequence generated by the activation phone. This is where the helicopter becomes incredibly useful. Instead of spending several minutes driving across Verdansk, you can fly directly from phone to phone. As you reach each phone, interact with it and move on to the next one in the sequence. Keep checking your route and stay aware of the gas. The longer you take, the more likely the bunker becomes inaccessible later in the game. Once you've completed all 3 phones, head directly to Bunker 11. Another common misconception is that there is a code you need to enter. There isn't. You don't enter any numbers. You don't solve another puzzle. Simply interact with the access panel next to the bunker door and if you have completed the phone sequence correctly, the bunker will unlock. Inside you'll find some of the best loot associated with this Easter egg. Loot caches, high tier gear, and most importantly, the specialist reward. This is the main reason players still complete Bunker 11 today. Grab everything you need before moving deeper into the bunker. Most guides stop after the specialist reward, but there is actually one more interesting detail hidden inside Bunker 11. If you look through this window, you'll see a sealed room filled with gas. At first, it's difficult to make out what's inside. Nearby where you picked up the specialist, you'll find a red button. When you press it, the gas is cleared from the room and the view becomes much clearer. You can finally see inside. Unfortunately, as far as I know, there is still no legitimate way to actually enter the room. Even years later, it remains one of Verdansk's strangest mysteries. So while we can clear the gas and look inside, the room itself appears to remain inaccessible. If you heard rumors about secret loot or hidden rewards in there, I never found any evidence that the room can actually be entered. There is also an advanced UAV in the control room. Don't miss that. You can reboot the computer, which will start a countdown to release the gas. This one doesn't seem to work anymore. It counts down to 2, resets and starts over again. In previous seasons, it will release gas and you will have to leave the bunker to stay alive. To make sure this guide was accurate, I tested the entire process again in Season 4. The activation phone still works. The Russian number sequence still works. The bunker still opens. The specialist reward is still available. And the gas room interaction still works. So if you've been wondering whether Bunker 11 was removed or patched out, the answer is no. It still works. So that's the complete Bunker 11 guide. If this guide helped, leave a like. Subscribe for more Warzone guides, Easter eggs and secrets. And let me know in the comments how many attempts it took you to open Bunker 11. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one.